Hello there, John June here. Welcome to the Shave Cave. Not a dated video. This is a Razorine video. This is solely about Razorines, and I'm not going to go massively into history, but just the evolution and progression of them. Going from start to finish, because I've had a few people, especially recently, getting all confused. Classico, Premium Special, different prices, different finish. People have been asking me questions and I'm like, what the hell are you on about, mate? So, this is the video. It's just going to be nice and easy and talk it through, okay? So, brief history of Razorine. Not the company itself, just the products. So, the Razorine. Razorine, everybody thinks about when I say Razorine, it's a side mounted. Obviously, this is mine. It's the only one I've got. This is aged a bit. I've had it a few years, and it's polished, but I've allowed some patina to go on it, and I've enamelled mine. So when you get them, they're not enamelled, guys. But this is the Classico. This is the first one, the ball drip on the base. If you look on the side here, so you can get it. There you go. You can see the line across here. It's injection moulded. Okay. It was flawed. You know, it was kind of a bit like a prototype, if you like. So just turn it very slightly. The plate wobbles from side to side. It's not a lot, but when you put a blade in there, if you look down the side here, it could be like that, and the other side's open. Go the other way, it goes pretty much bad, and it can even go at an angle. That was due to obviously the recess and the pins being injection molded. They weren't 100% there, so there's a bit of a wobble. When you tighten it up, it's fine. How I put blades in it, I always put it like that, press the blade in, then put that on top. Then I tightened it, and my blades always worked fine. A lot of people find uneven blade gaps and blades going skew. Once it's tight, it doesn't wobble. There's no movement, there's no problem. So it's just basically to do with potluck of when you put it together, if it's right. Mine always went right. I always had great shade. I love this. When I had it, this was my favourite razor the first time I used it. Just picked it up. Always use the thumb to index so you can rotate it. So when you're shaving on that side, flip it over, shave on that side. Always shave with your knob out, guys. Okay, that was their first, the Classico. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was absolutely phenomenal. Speaking to Gianni Barletta, who is my point of contact with Razorine. It's a family fighting ninja. It's a family-run business in Rome, in Italy. So anyway, with the flaws of that, if you look on here, there's no bit CNC machined on there. However, the cap here, there's movement still. It's nowhere near as much, but still a tiny bit of movement when you loosen the screw off. The pins and the recesses were designed a lot better. Done a lot better. I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is still injection molded and this is CNC machined, or possibly the other way around. I think they may have I think that actually that might be injection molded on the Premium. So that's a Premium, so it's got a rope type handle. Just so you know, this is available in brass and in chrome. The Premium, far better razor. When I used it, it was a whole different razor. I didn't know how they could improve on that. And when I got this one originally, I didn't like it. I didn't like the handle, didn't like the design. I preferred the design of that one. The shave of this one, phenomenal. It was like a completely different blade. It was like I've been using an Astra SP for years, and I've suddenly picked up a Nashet or a Voskhod, and this was beautiful. It was an absolutely amazing razor. Barely ever used the Classico. Chatting to Gianni Barlesco about it and saying everything else. This is a chrome version, is available in brass and chrome. Fabulous razor, I absolutely loved it. After that came the latest one, which if you look on here, there is no seam at all. CNC machined. When they went from the Classico to the Primo, they altered the geometry slightly as well as everything else and made it slightly better. Again, this evolved, they altered the geometry a bit, and the top cap fits beautifully. But I'm just going to show you the design of the three. So 1, 2, and 3. The Primo is slightly longer. Good level, very slightly longer. Okay. And the balance of this works a lot better. If I loosen the cap off, so that's, in fact, I'll take that all the way off. So there's no thumb screw on there, no tricks, zero movement, absolutely none at all. Doesn't move, doesn't rattle, because it's all CNC machined and it's fantastic. Again, the geometry has changed slightly. It made it absolutely beautiful. The balance on this is sublime. I don't know what the balance point is. I've never said it is. It's right there, look. Right where you hold it. It's beautiful. Fit the palm of your hand, hold it like that. Same again, thumb indexing, rotate it. Fantastic. Now, for the first time, Razorine, they offered it in brass. So this is available, in matte brass. It's available in matte brass. It's also available in polished brass. Okay, again, there's no painting in there, no enamelling. Then, I'm the only person in the world that offers this. The nickel plated, and out of all of them, this is sublime. It really is. If you compare it to chrome in colouring, I love the depth of it, and I do believe my bright nickel is brighter than chrome. I just love the colour. It's more champagne, it's a bit deeper, it's a bit nicer. Obviously personal opinion. I do paint those bits in black. So you get the enamelling if you buy the Premium Special from me. And I'm the only person in the world that does that. Okay, moving on to the rest of the range. Quite quickly on this. You have the Flatboy. The Flatboy, that's it in standard form. Base metal with the brass and the stainless handles. The geometry of the head in this bit is exactly the same as a Premium Special. It's basically the same top cap on the same bit. Instead of having an old nut on here, you have a handle. Instead of having a handle out here, it's obviously just made without one. So that's just your regular 3-piece razor now. Should we take it apart? It's just like a Gillette Tech, like a Blackbird, like any other 3-piece. And again, absolutely no movement in there, guys. Absolutely brilliant. So Razorine absolutely nailed it with that, and I really like it. I've been testing it at different angles. Originally, you know, I shaved, I liked it. I don't look at my angle, I don't know what I'm doing. The first person I lent this to said, oh yeah, it's cappy. So I followed suit and said, yeah, it's cappy, and I then concentrated. However, I'm shaving with it at a 30-degree angle, and I find it fine. Because I'm not looking at the head, I'm not looking at the angle, I'm feeling that edge. And I couldn't tell you what angle I use, but it feels beautiful. So that's available, base metal with the curvy handle, base metal with the chunky handle. This is, I think it's 96 grams, this is 113 grams. So there's not a huge, it's about 20 something gram difference between the two of them. A few people have said that this feels sharp, this one doesn't, a couple of them have. Again, the balance on that is there. I really like that for ages. The balance on this one, again, it's right there, guys, right where you're going to hold it. It's absolutely beautiful. I didn't like this gap and this detail at the top. I do now. I actually much prefer the curvy handle. I preferred the curvy handle originally, then preferred the chunky handle. Now I'm back to preferring this. Again, I am the only person in the world that offers them in nickel plating. So again, this is just the Flatboy, curvy or chunky. And if you look at it, people think I only nickel plate the top. I don't. You look at the handle. The handle is a completely different colour. I nickel plate the entire razor. So the whole razor looks one colour rather than the two-tone. So yeah, it also makes it feel a bit softer and a bit nicer. I like it. And not softer as in obviously it's metal, but the finish like this, you can feel a few ridges. This just smooths it out. Having a nickel plate on it just takes the edges off it and makes it nicer. The shave is identical. Basically, the difference between nickel and the base metal is 100% cosmetic, guys. And oh yeah, and it's easy to clean. That, just wipe it off, give it a clean. With this, it's going to patina. This is aged quite nice and it's got a nice bit of patina on it. It's my demo model that I send out to barbers and stuff like that, and people that want to buy them. Not general customers, otherwise I'd never see it again. And that nickel, it can be a bit tricky to look after. If you decide to use brake cleaner to clean it, it's going to dissolve it. If it gets paint thinners, it's the worst thing for nickel. Put paint thinners or something similar, it's going to bubble up and peel away. However, all of my nickel is guaranteed for life. So if you do have an issue with one of my razors, let me know and I'll repair it, even if you bought it from somebody. So if somebody didn't like it and they sold it on one of the buy sell trade things, you say, oh yeah, he said they got it from you and you nickel plated it and the nickel's worn off or it's scratched or damaged or whatever else, I'll redo it, guys. I'll redo it. Okay? So that is the range. You know, you've got the Classico, that was a bit of a test model. You've got the Primo, which was a bit better, and the next evolution. Then you've got Premium Special, which is absolutely sublime. It all fits tight, it's all CNC machined, it's all solid brass. Then you come on to the Flatboys, which sell like hotcakes, and I can't get enough of them. I'm on about my 8th order, and I ordered 20 at a time. So yeah, I've sold quite a few of these, and they are beautiful. At the moment, I've got one left in stock, plus my demo ones, so, and my own ones. But yeah, so beautiful razors. If you do watch this, you think, oh, I like that. I like the dark goldy orangey colour. Get my fingerprint off the top of it. And you want a demo model, I'm not going to do it at a cut price. It will be the same price. They've probably been used 2 or 3 times, but because they've got a nice patina to them, a nice age, it's a really nice contrast. So yeah, that's it. That's the way going forward. Out of all of them, easily the best is Premium Special. If I could only have one razor for a very long time, it was this. But once I started shaving my head, if I could only have one razor, it would be this. It would be a Premium Special with a curvy handle. This nickel plated. However, this, you know, if you like to hold a razor back here, this is actually quite good for it if you are shaving legs, heads and stuff. It does help. So, cheers for listening to that waffle for a quarter of an hour. That's basically a shave video, isn't it? A quarter of an hour. Not just talking about Razorinis. Anyway, thanks a lot. Blade wise, I've found the Bolzanos, which are an Italian company, absolutely beautiful in them. The Kais are very good in there as well. Nashettes, I wasn't too hot on. I think the blade's a bit thin. The Voscods are okay as well. But I love the Bolzanos and I love the Kais. Catch you all later.